Well, hello and welcome to another Science at Home session, this time looking at our electric future kit. So as the title suggests, this kit is all about electricity, but also with a future focus. The kit has activities around building circuits using Play-Doh, squishy circuits, which are great fun. But today we're going to build an anemometer. Now, you might be aware that a lot of New Zealand's electricity is generated from renewable resources, things that don't run out, things like hydro, so the water behind the dams, a little bit of solar, but also, and increasingly so, electricity from wind. And we have several wind farms around the country. You might have seen them, big windmills like this, turbines. Anyway, so we're going to make our own little anemometer, and an anemometer is a device that measures the wind speed. And we're going to use that to have a look at where the fastest wind is at different points around my house. You can do the same at your place and find out where it is the windiest. So to make an anemometer, you're going to need 3 plastic spoons. Doesn't matter what size they are as long as they're the same size. You're going to need a skewer. Doesn't have to be wooden, could be metal. And you're going to need some either modelling clay, or I've got blue tack, although it's green. And in the kit, when you make this anemometer, students will get what's called an Eppendorf tube. Now, unless you have access to a laboratory, you won't have these sitting around home. So instead, we're just going to use the lid of a pen. So that's all we need. And lastly, I'm going to use a little sticky label as well, and you'll find out later why we need that. So just some sticky labels. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is build a base for our anemometer. So we take a decent clump of this power tack or blue tack, and we roll it in a ball and sit it on the table and put our skewer in with the pointy side up. Okay. So it's got to be nice and secure. Now we're going to attach the spoons to our lid so that they spin around. So the lid is going to fit on there with the spoons attached. So the remaining power tack is going to go around the bottom, or closest to the bottom of the lid. Try and space it around evenly. And then you're going to space your spoons out like so. Now it's important the spoons all face the same way, because the wind is going to catch the spoon and spin your anemometer around. So there we are, spaced evenly around our lid, and then we just pop that onto the skewer and see how freely it moves. Now, to measure the wind speed, we want to count how many times our spoons go round while it's in the wind. So you're going to need some sort of timing device. A stopwatch on a phone, or a clock with a second hand is great. But the tricky thing is, when this is spinning fast, you've got to follow just one of the spoons to know when it's made one full circle or revolution. So to make that easier, you can either put a dot on one of your spoons, or what I'm going to do is put a little flag on it. Okay, so let's take this to outside and see what the windiest spot is around my house. So this is my first spot. It's my veggie garden. It's reasonably breezy. It's not far from my clothesline. The second spot is near my front door. You can see the spoons are not moving very quickly here. Now we should be timing how many circles the anemometer makes per minute. So we need a stopwatch. And here's my third location. And look at it go. So you can see the flag is really good to see how many times it spins. So there you have it, an anemometer in action, an easy scientific device for you to make, some great measuring and recording, and make sure that you put your results in a table so you can easily see what's been going on. And ideally, you want to take readings several times and then work out the average. So if you don't know how to do that, get an adult to help you. And did you find out what the windiest spot was around your house? Once you go back to school, you might be able to find out the windiest spot at school. Why is that important? Well, should you ever wish to build a windmill to generate your own electricity, you now know where to put it. Have a great day.